Hello, this is my Vocab 8 in the style of artist journal entry. So for the first entry, Albrecht Dürer, versatile German artist of the Renaissance period, painter, craftsman, and writer. Greatest artistic impact was medium and printmaking. The painting I chose for him was this watercolor painting of a bird's wing that he drew. I really like it. I like how realistic it looked. Pablo Picasso, significant influence on 20th century art. Picasso's work ranged from naturalism through cubism, surrealism, and more, shaping how we view contemporary and modern art today. This was the portrait I chose for Pablo Picasso. He likes to use a lot of geometrical shapes. As I kind of said, he switched from naturalism into cubism. So a lot of his first portraits actually used to look more natural, where now it's more of this modern art style. And then Chuck Close, famous for painting giant portrait heads. Close suffered from a severe spinal artery collapse. Close uses a grid method to maintain proportional scale. The painting I chose for Close was actually on one of his biographies. It was the one he's currently working on in his wheelchair right there. That one's called Elizabeth, and I like how you can actually see the portrait still itself, and then it also gives me an example of how he uses his grid method to paint these paintings. Piet Mondrian developed neoplasticism, the use of only horizontal and vertical lines and primary colors. Paintings represent the abstract of modern life. I couldn't really find many portraits of Piet Mondrian's, but I did see a lot of his very horizontal, vertical lines. There's his famous painting of like the red and yellow squares with black outlines. The portrait I chose for him was this one. You can kind of still tell that there's horizontal and vertical lines in there in the shading. But that was of a girl writing in 1895, I believe. And then Vincent van Gogh worked with dark tones and great colors, applying paint with heavy and expressive brushstrokes. He admired Adolphe Monticelli, who painted strong color contrast with heavy impasto. And then Japanese prints taught him how to work with large areas of bright color. Sorry, y'all, my dog's barking. We get through this. This is the portrait I chose for Vincent van Gogh. It's just one of himself. I really like that this is all done with like oil paintings and that there's texture on it. You can really tell that his hair is kind of standing up everywhere. It was interesting. He only really did portraits of himself because he couldn't afford to hire a model. So that's why there's lots of portraits of him and himself. And that's it. Thank you.